Okay. Yeah. So this is just to before the closing remarks. Just to say that we should that I'll provide some information from the advisory council. We had a meeting yesterday, 3 hours, and where we had a lot of good discussions and went through some good actions and recommendations. I think due to other limitations and other commitments, the chair, Misako, she was chairing it yesterday, and also Chung Yong couldn't be here to present this. So I'll do it on behalf of as a member of the advisory council. So I don't have any official role. I'm just sort of presenting some of the outcome here. So a few notes from the advisory council. First of all, it's 25th. It's the GHRSST 25th year anniversary next year, and the advisory council would really like to encourage the science team members to join and to lead planning sessions in this year to raise some awareness and visibility for the GHRSST community and the GHRSST group. So that means if you have some targeted or some events and you're participating in some events like the AGU, EGU, Ocean Sciences, and other events, please consider submitting a GHRSST presentation. We have a set of slides that can be used to present on the GHRSST activities. So that can be used as a background in order to get out to more people and get the profile raised for GHRSST. Then there was also a recommendation from the advisory council that they would like the science team to support the GPO project office to be more active in developing, preparing and delivering SST training for the sessions. The project office cannot deliver training itself. We don't have the capacity to do that. We can, however, facilitate and coordinate, and we are glad to do that. We're very happy to do that, but we need some backup from the science team and some input. And then lastly, we also would like to, the AC would also like to promote the network of ambassadors. We had put in place, the GPOs had put in place a mentoring network and a mentoring program where we did not have many useful or many relevant applications for that. So consider that, and we'll probably try at the project office to maybe target this mentoring sort of fellowship or this mentoring campaign a little bit more against dedicated topics. Then the advisory council also recommends all the task teams to really maintain regular contact with the GHRSST project office. Some of the task teams haven't been active as far as as the project office and the science team can see. They haven't been active in the past year. So please, the advisory council recommends that the task teams they provide regular contact with the GHRSST project office on a quarterly basis, provide information on the activities in the task team, and have some regular meetings within the task teams. Because without some activities in task teams, we could really there's maybe not a lot of point in having them. So so we will also have a task to review documentation on how to form task teams and how to close task teams. I think there was original, maybe it was at least in the ideas that task teams should not last more than 1 year, or at least until the task was solved. But if nothing happens in a task team, it might not be relevant to have it. And yeah, that's what it says here. That inactive task teams can be closed with communication with the project office. So that's probably something we'll look into in the coming years. For now, with the project office hat on, to really ask for the necessity of the task team if it's inactive. Yes, and So yeah, so we'll send we'll have some activities on this, and I'll send around to the science team in order to evaluate and on the different task teams in the coming weeks. So that was just some advice from the science team, from the advisory group, sorry, to the science team members. And I think that's it. If there are others from the advisory council who would like to comment, go ahead.
We cannot hear you.
No, I'll repeat that. I'll repeat what was.
Okay.
It's just.
Yeah, Jakub can repeat it. Yeah.
Okay. Representative said that it might be that the level of the involvement of the student, the educational level was maybe a bit too high or too demanding for the mentoring program. So that might be the reason why it didn't really pick up.
Yeah, it was like a recent PSD or something, right?
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could relax that, I think we'll get better attention.
Good thoughts, good comments. Okay.
Okay, so I just have a few last slides. I'm not going to keep you too long. I know everyone's going to start leaving for traveling soon. But just to close the week. Here we have some numbers. We had 86 contributors in person and online, 6 science sessions, 2 additional news items, 80 participants in Ahmedabad, 150 participants online. On the Moodle, we had 120 participants. There were 2 thematic interactive workshops, 16 reports from the agencies and their units, 7 reports from the GHRSST task teams, and 1 training session today. So in all, it's been a really productive and busy week. And I'm really happy to see all of the discussions and collaborations that have been going on in the background as well. The Moodle will remain available long term. And it will have all the links to the materials of the conference. So you can, the link is there. If you've not signed in already, you can do so. This slide just summarizes the next International Science Team meetings. So next year, it's kindly hosted by Environment Canada in Montreal from 10th to the 14th of June. And for the meeting the following year in 2025, this will be hosted by DMI also in June 2025. And I think Dorina from Environment Canada is online and may like to say a few words about next year's meeting.
Yes, can you hear me? Hello, Dorina. Can you hear me?
Yes, Dorina, loud and clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So my name is Dorina Surcel-Colan, and I'm from the Canadian Centre for Meteorological and Environmental Prediction. We produce the SST analysis that you know as CMC-SST. As you know, Canada is bordered by 3 oceans, and we have the longest coastline in the world. So we are very interested, and there's a strong need for the ocean and ice prediction. This is in support of marine activities. In Canada, there are a lot of research and operational activities related to ocean and ice prediction, not only inside the Environment and Climate Change Canada, but also there are universities, other government departments doing this research. So in this context, we have a lot of international collaborations, and we always look forward to improving our skills in ocean and ice modeling. And our participation in GHRSST is one of these. So I would like to invite you all to join us in Montreal next year for the 25th GHRSST Science Team meeting and the SST Users Symposium. So we look forward to seeing you in Montreal in 2024. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup et on vous attend à Montréal.
Thank you very much, Dorina. We look forward to it next year. This slide just comments on the ad hoc GHRSST talks. So these will continue and they will be offered to all the poster presenters of GHRSST24. There's a real focus here on for early career scientists. There's a link there that you can take a look. It's been a successful format so far, lots of interactions and great talks. So these are planned for next year, and I think Chiara will be in contact with you if she hasn't done so already. So we had a recent election of the GHRSST science team, and I'd like to announce the newly elected members. The names are there. I'm not going to read them out, but you will receive an official congratulations email next week. So thank you to all those newly elected members. Just a comment on the Ambassador Network, the mentorship program. It was just discussed as well. This is really for early career researchers to act as ambassadors for GHRSST and being involved in GHRSST activities. It's a rolling admission, duration 12 months. There are 3 mentors already. And yeah, I think please get in contact with Chiara and we will, of course, take on the comments on board that we've had today. So now I want to thank you. So I'd like to thank all the contributors and the participants. I think it's been a really great meeting. I've really enjoyed it and it's been wonderful to see all the interactions. I'd like to thank the GPO team at the Danish Meteorological Institute, Jakob, Joanna, Erica, Pia, Vivian and Chiara. And thank you to UMETSAT as well for making the Moodle available. And most importantly, I'd like to thank ISRO and SAC. We're looking forward to continued collaborations on sea surface temperature. In particular, I'd like to thank the director of SAC, Sri Nilesh M. Desai. And I would like to invite Nitant up to receive something on behalf of the director of SAC.